firing up YouTube now. Just give me a minute.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Recording in progress.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Greetings to each and every one of us, those who are here live, and those who are live on YouTube, and those who will be listening in the future. We welcome you to tonight's webinar, and this is Deep Dive, Globally Changing Lives. We are here on this lovely day, and today is Thursday, March 6, 2025, and we are starting our webinar with a wonderful signature tune by one of our own sisters, and she did this just for us. Her name is Lerato Shadare, and she sings In It to Win It. Let's also pay attention to the special images that will be shown when the music is playing. And that special effects is from our one and only Dr. Derek. So it's a nonverbal communication of what ONPASSIVE is. So without further ado, we'll call on Dr. Derek to play In It to Win It by Miss Lerato Shadare.
Your next stop is ONPASSIVE.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Wow. Thank you very much, Dr. Derek. Did you realize that some of the images are things that we have maybe forgotten about them? O-Founder, all those all the images of what had been there in the past and where we are now at that train station. Yes. I hope we're still excited as we were in the past, because I am. I'm still there. I'm still there. We are still there. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here, right? Thank you very much, Dr. Derek. That was awesome. Appreciate it. Well, we're moving forward to the mindset. And we have a wonderful Queen JW here who is going to talk to us about the mindset. And we know that our CEO provides us a physical, which, according to the way Dr. Derek broke it down, it's just 20% of what we should be and where we should be. 80% of our mindset comes from us. And that's what Queen JW will share with us. And today she has a special treat for us. Queen JW, a wonderful inspirational speaker. She's an entrepreneur and a talk show host, is going to talk to us about the cardiovascular heart problems. Some of us take things for granted, but she's going to give us a wonderful insight of cardiovascular heart problems. And she's done a lot of research, so please have a pen and pencil to take notes. If you have any doubt, you have questions, she's here to clarify for you. So keep smiling and let's listen to our one and only Queen JW. Over to you, sis. Keep smiling. You're looking good tonight.
Thank you. You're looking great also. I love that wrap, that head wrap. It's beautiful. I love it. Love the style. Yes, good evening to all. Thank you so much, Queen Debbie, for your introduction, and also for your hosting, because you're the host with the most. We miss you, even though Queen Dr. Betty did a great job, but you are the original master. Don't be jealous now. Anyway, thank you so much. Also, thanks goes out to Dr. Derek, King Dr. Derek, for allowing us to have this a platform to empower ourselves, to learn, to grow, and to get to know each other. And thanks to Ashma Farah of all, who made it all possible by sharing his vision with us, and our Heavenly Father, who's the captain, who's in charge of everything. So we give all the praise and all the glory unto him. Yes, tonight, my name is Jacqueline Warner, and I will be discussing on the topic of heart problems, the causes, the symptoms, and the natural remedies. If time permits me, because we got an awesome speaker, King Dr. Paul. So I'm going to run through this, and it might be a little fast, but that's okay. Now, like we know, the heart is a major thing. That's where everything, even God even looks at our heart. Our heart is very important to us. And it's a very virtual organ, and so we got to make sure that we're able to take care of that heart. And because we don't know exactly what all goes on, we got to be careful what we put in and what we do, So tonight, the human heart, the introduction, the human heart is a vital organ responsible for pumping blood throughout the body. That's the job of the heart. Make sure every part of our body has blood. However, due to various factors such as lifestyle choices, genetics, and environmental influences, heart problems can develop over a time. over a period. Now, cardiovascular disease are among the leading causes of death worldwide, making heart health a crucial concern for individuals of all ages. So it's just not for one particular, the elderly, no. The children, no. It's everybody. Okay? Understanding the symptoms, the causes, and potential remedies for heart issues can help prevent serious complications and improve overall well-being. Now, here are some of the symptoms of a heart attack. A heart attack, also known as a myocardial infraction, occurs when blood flow to the heart is blocked. And these symptoms include chest pain or discomfort, often a squeezing or pressure sensation, shortness of breath, pain in the arms, neck, jaw, or back. And sometimes we experience these little pains, but we like, why? But let me tell you, I don't think we should take those little pains for granted, because it's probably warning us. It's a warning sign that something is not correct. Because we don't have radioactive eyes or microscopic eyes to look into the body and say, oh, that's what's going on. Okay, that's why that pain is there. We don't know. So we have to follow up. If you feel chest pain or that right arm hurting or the right side, there's something going on. Do not take it for granted. A lot of people go to the restroom and they never come back out. Or they lay down saying, I'm not feeling too well, and they never wake up. And sometimes there's no one at home, and there's techniques that we can use to help save us in that 10 seconds before we go into unconsciousness. But if we don't know how to help ourselves, we can end up losing our lives. Okay, cold sweats, nauseous or vomiting, lightheadedness or dizziness. Now, the symptoms of heart failure. Heart failure is a chronic condition in which the heart struggles to pump the blood effectively. And these symptoms include shortness of breath, again, especially during physical activity or while lying down, swelling in the legs, ankles, and feet, fatigue and weakness, rapid or irregular heartbeat, persistent cough or wheezing, difficulty concentrating, or confusion. So what brings on these heart attacks? A heart attack is primarily caused by the buildup of plaque in the coronary arteries, leading to reduced blood flow. Common risk factors include high blood pressure, number one. Okay, because you know what happened, the plaque and the arteries gets narrowed, and the plaque make it hard for the blood to pump through, and that's what causes high cholesterol levels. Okay, all the fats, smoking, diabetes, obesity, and of course, our lifestyle plays a role in it, excessive alcohol consumption and stress. Okay, that our King Dr. Paul will be sharing with us shortly, and problems that can occur to the heart over time. Various heart conditions can develop gradually, including coronary artery disease, which they abbreviate as CAD. That's the narrowing of the coronary arteries due to plaque buildup. And then you have the arrhythmias, irregular heartbeat that can cause palpitation or dizziness. Cardiomyopathy, disease of the heart muscles leading to weakening heart functions. And then valvular heart disease, damage of or dysfunction of the heart valves. And congenital heart defects is structural abnormalities present from birth. Now, other heart problems, angina, chest pain due to reduced blood flow to the heart, pericarditis, inflammation of the heart's outer lining, and endocarditis is the infection of the heart valves or inner lining. And the hypertension, which is the high blood pressure, increases strain on the heart due to elevated blood pressure levels. So don't take, it's very important to check your blood. Not 2 and 3 times a day, but if you suffer from hypertension, it's good to keep an eye, check it in the morning and see how it's going, and take your medication if that's what if you don't know no other, if you don't have any other options, but take your medication because your heart, you can't play with it. Once it's gone, it's gone. You don't get it back, And the natural remedies, while medical treatment is often necessary, natural remedies can support heart health, like your diet. You have to eat heart healthy foods, oats, fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, nuts, seeds, fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Avoid processed foods, excessive salt, sugar, and trans fat. Nutrients, omega-3 fatty acids found in fish and flaxseed. It helps reduce the inflammation and lower heart disease risk. The coenzyme, that Q10, it supports energy production in the heart cells. Magnesium, it helps regulate blood pressure and heart rhythm. Okay? And potassium, it aids in maintaining healthy blood pressure. Herbs, garlic. Garlic lowers your cholesterol and blood pressure. Hawthorn supports heart function and improves circulation. Turmeric, it reduces inflammation and prevents plaque buildup. Ginger, it enhances your blood circulation and it lowers your cholesterol. Other things, exercise. Regular physical activity strengthens the heart and improves circulation. Stress management, meditation, yoga, and deep breathing can reduce stress-related heart risk. Adequate sleep. We keep on talking about it. How sleep is so important. Poor sleep increases the risk of heart disease. Simple as that. Some people say, well, I'm at work because when I die, that's when I'm going to rest. Why not rest now and prolong your life? Not rest. Why not sleep now and prolong your life? And hydration, that means drinking enough water supports your cardiovascular function. So specific help for specific problems. Your high blood pressure reduces sodium intake, exercise regularly, and consume potassium-rich foods. Okay? So we don't have to depend on medication, but if you don't use the foods to help support your heart, then of course, then you have to subject yourself to your medications. And then you know what? One thing leads to another. So why not eat the foods we need to eat? So arrhythmias, avoid excessive caffeine, maintain electrolyte balance, and engage in relaxation techniques. Heart failure, follow a low sodium diet, maintain a healthy weight, and take prescribed medication. Conclusion, heart problems can be life-threatening if not maintained properly. And understanding the symptoms, the causes, and the natural remedies can empower individuals to take proactive steps toward heart health. Now, combining a balanced diet, regular exercise, stress management, and medical guidance can significantly reduce the risk of heart disease and enhance overall quality of life. Prioritizing heart health today ensures a healthier future for tomorrow. Thank you so much for your listening ear, and I hope this information will resonate with each and every one of us. And if it can help ourselves, it definitely can help someone else. Okay, thanks again, and back to you.
Thank you, Queen JW. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Wow, I learn every day as I was telling Dr. Paul before you started speaking that we learn from one another and we learn from each other and we learn on a daily basis. I just learned a lot of good things from you. And if I understand, you shared a lot about the how to identify any issues that you're having with your chest, and any pain should not be ignored.
No.
Yes. So I hope that resonates with someone or everyone who has any issues, and not to take for granted that if you're feeling dizzy, it's something to ignore. No, you have to do something about it. And the swollen legs. Yeah, I did not know of that part, but I have to pay attention to my legs and people around me. But it seems you also concluded that eating healthy can alleviate some of these problems, or at least it helps you, anyone who suffers from all those ailments, uh, to live a normal life if they eat a healthy diet, sleep properly, and also exercise and maintain a
Exercise.
right and maintain a good weight and not obese. That's it's really something that you have to go and pay to be in a hospital to get educated on it. And here we are having it through you. Thank you very, very much. So we, at the beginning of your presentation, we suggested that if you are here and you're listening to this wonderful topic, you should make some notes. If you have questions for Queen JW, this is the right time. If you have any questions for her, please. She's here to answer before we proceed. Anyone has a question for Queen JW on her presentation? I'll assume no, and in that case, we're going to move on to.
I think so. Yes, please. By the way,
Welcome,
good evening.
welcome, Queen Dr. Penny. It's good to see you. Happy New Year.
Hey,
I missed you.
Papa Gote. I missed you, Jesus. Hey, welcome. Welcome back.
Thank you, sis. You proceed.
Yes, please. Before I proceed, I just want to take this moment to thank each and everyone. I want to welcome everyone here, especially our King, Dr. Paul. I appreciate you coming here. We appreciate you and we love you. I want to thank our Heavenly Father for bringing each and everyone this evening, this morning, afternoon. It all depends upon your location. I would say, Queen JW, you know how Queen Debbie always said, you nail it. Yes. See, with this topic, this thing that you talk about, swelling in the legs and ankles, the reason why I decided to raise my hands up is because I have one of our brand ambassador who has been in the hospital for 2 years and he has swollen legs. So does it mean that it's heart failure? I mean, because first of all, he has stroke, right? And he cannot move. I mean, he's just laying down like this. So I just go out there and I give him food sometimes. And he just needs somebody to talk to and to pray because he's a pastor. And so are you telling me that it means that it's a heart failure, right? With the
I mean,
swelling.
I can't self-diagnose in that, but there's something going on with us. There's something. It could be the kidneys. It could be different. I think even Dr. Paul might be able to he could probably suggest some other things that could be going on that can cause the swelling. Because my sister have swollen also, but she said is her lymphatic does not operate in good operation. So her ankles and feet are huge, but she has heart issues. She has heart issue also. She do.
And she walk
She
around?
has, she walk around. She's able to walk around though.
Well, at least she can walk around. That man is still in bed.
Yeah, I remember talking to him, you talking to him. That's quite some time. Does he get therapy? Oh,
No
Lord.
insurance.
Oh, Lord. He just laying there.
Mhm.
Oh, Father, give us
No one is
strength, help
helping him. None. Nobody even goes and visit him.
Don't say that.
Uh, mhm. Never mind. We just want to pray.
Amen.
So
We gotta
I
pray
just
for him. Oh, my Lord.
yes, please. Thank you
We'll
so
try to
much.
do as much as possible. Oh,
Thank you for this
that's-
topic. I appreciate you. And I believe that next week you bring another topic here. People don't understand why we attend this webinar all the time. We learn from each other. I mean, when it comes to health, food and everything, I know sometimes I run away from you because Queen Debbie, she will say, don't eat this, don't eat that. I say, Chai, you don't want me to eat manjanga. No, wait. Anyway, thank you so much. I love you.
We love you, Queen Dr. Benny. Thank you. And continue to pray for the sick, those that you know and those that we do not. Every prayer counts. Just pray a global prayer for all the sick people who might be affected, whether they have support or not. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, we have a very special guest. Dr. Paul, is this the first time you're here on Deep Dive? I'm guessing so, right?
This is the second time. I attended last week.
Oh, you're most welcome, and I hope you'll be coming on a regular basis to educate us. So this is the first time I get to meet you, and I'm so grateful that you're coming back after the first presentation. We must have loved what you did, and you enjoy our company, and here you are again. Now, for those of us who may not have met you when you came the first time, please let's welcome Dr. Paul Hissin. He was born in Nazareth, the Holy Land where Jesus grew up. If you didn't know that, now you do. He completed his master's and PhD programs at the University of Rochester Medical Center. His research focused on the role of hormones, namely insulin, estrogens, and cortisol in breast cancer. He also completed a 4-year fellowship at the National Institute of Health, the famous NIH, in Bethesda, Maryland. Yeah, Dr. Benny knows where that is because that's not too far from her neighborhood. His research focused on the mechanism of insulin resistance in diabetes and obesity. Lord. He also completed another 4-year program at Mount Sinai Hospital in New York City, in the Department of Clinical Biochemistry and Toxicology. He also obtained the New York State license for a director of the clinical laboratory. Dr. Hissin served for 30 years as director of the Clinical Biochemistry and Toxicology Division in the Department of Laboratory Medicine at Erie County Medical Center in Buffalo, upstate New York. And for 30 years, he served as clinical assistant professor of pathology at the medical school in Buffalo, New York, and for 25 years as assistant clinical director for the Erie County Public Health Laboratories in Buffalo, New York. In 1992, he started his personal journey into personal development. He studied the teachings of Tony Robbins, Andrew Carnegie, Napoleon Hill, Bob Proctor, and others. In 2022, he attended a conference by Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi. He wrote his book, The Mental Success Formula. Oh, awesome. We hope you can put the link in the chat for us so people who might want to obtain it will have access. The book teaches about the power of the mindset, how to use the conscious mind to achieve anything you want, and the subconscious mind to replace your old habits and limiting beliefs. The principles in this book were the basis for his total transformation program, which in turn is the basis for building resilience against stress, anxiety, and depression. The book is also available on Amazon. Isn't that great? Wow, that's great. Thank you so much for coming to spend time with us. We've taken too much of your time. I'm not going to take so much more, but other than to say we appreciate you, and please, let's listen to Dr. Paul, or I should say Dr. Hissin, as he presents to us how to build resilience against stress, anxiety, and depression through total transformation. We appreciate you sharing your knowledge with us, and the microphone is yours, Dr. Hissin.
Thank you very much for this beautiful introduction. And good evening, everybody. I trust and pray that you all are well. First, I would like to thank Dr. Derek for giving me this opportunity to share with you what is on my mind and heart. Indeed, it is my pleasure to be here and share with you things that appear to be difficult, but in reality, very simple. My presentation today is indeed very simple to understand, but I'm afraid not so easy to do and implement. It is simply a reminder that most of us seem to either forget or don't think about, namely, that you have everything you need and that it is all within you. All you need is to learn how to use the powers that the Creator has bestowed upon you. And now I would like to share my slide. Do you see my slide?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, then I need to, okay, just a moment.
Take your time.
I need to share
Your screen.
the screen. All right. And then I need to share this, and I need to share. Do you see it now?
Yes, we do.
Beautiful. So, okay. So the title is How to Build Resilience Against Stress, Anxiety, and Depression through total transformation. Today's presentation is simply, again, a reminder and an example that the solution to such debilitating conditions, such as stress, anxiety, and depression, is simply building mental resilience and social resilience, both of which are within you. And when you do that, you are unstoppable. If you're strong on the inside, then you can build resilience against any external challenge. Stress, anxiety, and depression is simply one of them. Today, I would like to discuss the following topics. Why build resilience against stress, anxiety, and depression? How to build resilience against stress, anxiety, and depression? What is the Total Transformation Program? How to develop mental and social resilience? How and how to build mental resilience? What is and how to build social resilience? And then I would like to talk about some takeaways and conclusion. That is today. Next Thursday, I'm going to discuss what is stress. its causes, onset, and progression. And then the tools that mental health professionals use to deal with stress. But then, how does the total transformation program that we're discussing today deals with stress? I understand that the topic is how to build resilience against stress, anxiety, and depression. But it is through total transformation. So if we build mental resilience and social resilience, then we will be unstoppable, and then we can deal with stress, anxiety, and depression. So today's discussion is fundamental for next week. So now, let's start with why build resilience against stress, anxiety, and depression. Stress is a widespread issue in America. 35%, i.e., 123 million American men, and 37%, 130 million women reported experiences significant stress. Anxiety disorders affect nearly 1 in 5, which is about 20%, or 70 million adults annually. Depression impacts 1 in 12, which is 42 million people. These numbers emphasize why addressing stress, anxiety, and depression is critical for our collective well-being. And I have a burning desire to help these people. So now the question is, how am I, or how are we going to help them? That brings us to the second agenda: how to build resilience against stress, anxiety, and depression. I plan to teach these people the Total Transformation Program, which consists of 5 pillars. Pillar number 1, you need to have the right mindset. Pillar number 2, you need to know how to communicate with your conscious mind, the thinking mind. Pillar number 3, you need to understand the subconscious mind. Pillar number 4, you need to have the right personal attribute. And if you master all of these 4, then you'll be able to build resilience against stress, anxiety, and depression. For the purpose of today's talk, I would like to rearrange these pillars. Pillar number 1, the right mindset. Pillar number 2, how to communicate with your conscious mind. Pillar number 3, understanding the subconscious minds. As you see, all of these are mental components. And if you master these, then you will build your mental resilience. And then you can do anything. The 4th pillar is mastering the right personal attribute. And if you master that, you will build social resilience. And then you can deal with anything. Why does building mental and social resilience really mean? Pillar number 1, having the right mindset, means you can do, you have a can-do attitude. You can do anything. Pillar number 2, knowing how to communicate with your conscious mind, the thinking mind. That means you can do anything. Pillar number 3, understanding the subconscious mind. That means you can replace old habits and limiting belief to what you want now. That is important. And that is mental resilience. You can do anything. Now, if you master the right personal attributes, know how to deal with people and with whatever life throws at you, that will be developing social resilience. How you can deal with anybody and anything. And now, when you master both, then you'll have mental resilience and social resilience, and now you will be unstoppable. It is all internal. This is inside you. You can learn it, and then you can deal with any external challenge. All of us want to get more pleasure and be happy. But if you have pain, such as from stress, anxiety, and depression, then you cannot be happy. Getting rid of the pain first becomes more important than getting pleasure. Once you get rid of the pain, then you are free to get pleasure. So how would you get rid of the pain and acquire more pleasure? The solution that I have is through Total Transformation Program. So what is the Total Transformation Program? Now we come to agenda number 3. What is the Total Transformation Program? The Total Transformation Program, as you see, I believe in repetition. Now you can, all of you can tell, it consists of 2 parts: the mental resilience and social resilience. Now you are empowered to get rid of the pain from stress, anxiety, and depression and acquire whatever you want to be happy and be happy. Why? Because when you achieve mental resilience, when you master mental resilience, you become an unconscious competent. That means you're an autopilot. You are empowered to do anything. When you master social resilience, that means you're able to do with any challenge, people or circumstances. And now you are unstoppable. More importantly, since you got rid of the pain by mastering mental and social resilience, then once you get rid of the pain, you will end up with the mental and social resilience that help you get rid of the pain. This is why I always say, I'm content, satisfied, and happy. Why? Because I am always struggling to achieve mental and social resilience. And because I achieve mental and social resilience, I can get rid of the pain. The pain is not significant. I can get rid of it, and I continue to be mental and social resilient. Then I can always be content, satisfied, and happy. So can you. How does the Total Transformation Program work? And how would it empower you and enable you to deal with and get rid of stress, anxiety, and depression? What does the Total Transformation represent? What should you envision? What I would like you to envision is an all-around Olympic athlete. Now, if you can picture a young man who for years has been going to the gym for 3, 4, 5 hours, he lifts weights.
Hey, this, I really need for use bathroom.
I'm sorry?
Okay.
Are you talking to me? Okay. So if you picture this young man going to the gym every day, lifting weights, and he has the body of a bodybuilder, then he practices martial arts, and then he practices cardio, he runs on the treadmill, the stepper, and all of these tools, and he becomes an Olympic athlete. He is ready to face anything. When he goes home, these 4 losers want to rob him and stop him. He stands there, he smiles, and he uses few martial art moves with his muscular body and destroys them. Similarly, you also will be unstoppable because you have mental resilience. You are an unconscious competent. You are on autopilot. You are always doing the right things. If you have social resilience, you are able to deal with anything, with any challenge, people or circumstances. And now you are unstoppable. So the Total Transformation Program will empower you and enable you to deal with and get rid of stress, anxiety, and depression. How to develop mental and social resilience. So developing mental and social resilience, again, this is the original framework, the 4 pillars. And now we took pillar 1, 2, and 3, and this is what you need to master mental resilience. Pillar 4, you need to master social resilience. So the mental resilience, against pillar 1, pillar 2, and pillar 3, the right mindset, how to communicate with your conscious mind, and understanding the subconscious mind. How to build social resilience, you need to master the right personal attributes. You know, you do not live alone in an island. We must interact with other people. Therefore, we must master the following personal attributes. We must learn how to have good attitude, good interpersonal skills, being emotionally stable, good communication skills, good negotiation skills, being consistent, being persistent, being successful, good marketing skills and good selling skills, being grateful. When you master all of these, then you will have mental resilience and social resilience. If you notice, so far, I did not tell you anything that you do not know. Everything that I told you is learnable, and everything is within you. So we all can be unstoppable. How to build mental resilience. Again, part 1, mental resilience is pillar 1, the right mindset, a can-do attitude. Pillar 2, how to communicate with your conscious mind, the thinking mind. That means you can do anything. Pillar 3, understanding the subconscious mind, replacing old habits and old limiting beliefs with what you want now. So now let's discuss each of these. Number 1, you need to have the right mindset. You know, as you probably know by now, my background is academia. And in academia, we really focus on what we do. I did not pay attention to marketing, selling, personal branding, etc., etc. And now that I have a book and I want to help people, I said, wow, how am I going to distribute this book? How am I going to talk to people? How am I going to be able to help them? So I took a lot of marketing courses, selling courses, and personal branding. And in each of these disciplines, the speaker will always say, and always in the first presentation, what we're going to teach you, you may find it hard. But in fact, it is very simple. All you need is to have the right mindset. If you think you can learn it, then you will learn it. But if you think you cannot learn it, you are not going to be able to learn it. It doesn't matter how much you work. You're not going to be able to learn it. Eli Wild, he was the protege of Tony Robbins. He sold most of his programs. And one time I listened to him talk, and he talked about 4 things that you need to know to succeed and so forth. And then he said, the first 3 is not important, but without having the right mindset, you are not going to learn or accomplish anything. So having the right mindset is very important. I've always believed that success is 95% mindset and 5% strategy. Some people go down to 80%, but what's the difference? 80 and 95% is the same. It is not what you do. It is what you think. If you think you can, then you can. If you think you cannot, then you can't. It is having the can-do attitude. You need to believe in the powers that the Creator has bestowed upon you. Andrew Carnegie said, the Creator has given you control over your mind. You can achieve anything All you need is to take possession of your mind and direct it towards what you want. All you need is to know what you want. And Napoleon Hill, 20 years after that, he said, what the mind of man conceives and believes, the mind can achieve. So believing in the fact that you can do it, and remember, a belief is a thought with confidence. Without it, no technique or method will succeed. Belief is the cornerstone of transformation. If you believe that you can achieve something, then you will start. And then you will be persistent and consistent until you achieve what you want. And then you will get what you want. So having the right mindset is the first pillar in the total transformation program. And it is the most important. Because without having the right mindset, again, nothing else will happen. If you think you can, then you will start and achieve what you want. But if you think you cannot, you will not start and achieve nothing. As all of you know, the Chinese proverb that says, the beginning of a long journey is the first step. If you do not take the first step, you're not going to start your journey and you will not reach your destination. Pillar number 2, communicating with your conscious mind to achieve whatever you want through the mental success formula. If you have a car, but if you are not aware of it, or you do not know how to drive it, it is the same as if you do not have it. Let's talk about breathing. We all breathe, and all the time. How many are aware, think of, or cognizant with the fact that we are breathing? We just take it for granted. But indeed, intentional breath work is very powerful. If you do deep breathing, mindfulness, meditation, yoga, you centering to the present and relaxing and calming the mind. The same thing with the mind. Are you aware of your mind? Do you think of it? Do you know how to communicate with it? If not, then it is the same as you do not have it. How do you communicate with your mind? You communicate with your mind through the mental processes that constitute the thinking process. What are these mental processes? These processes, all of you know how to think, all of you know how to focus, imagine, fall in love, have faith and believe in getting something, and getting emotionally involved. Nothing is new. You all know about it, and you know how to do it. But the first step, as Andrew Carnegie said, you need to know what you want. And if you know what you want, your highest value, your highest purpose, then you will, and you know that you can do it, the right mindset, then you will follow it by proceeding with by following the framework of the mental success formula, where you can think of it, focus on it, imagine it, have faith and believe, fall in love with it, and getting emotionally involved with it. And once you get emotionally involved with it with a burning desire, then that thought, that goal will enter the mind. The mind will inspire you to get the needed knowledge. You get that knowledge, you learn it, you organize it, and if it exists, you will get it. If it is done, you will find the method and you will do it. So there is nothing that you cannot do. All you need to do, know what you want, start thinking about it, you can get it and do it. No question. No question. What about the subconscious mind? You need to understand the subconscious mind so that you can replace old habit and limiting belief to what you want now, because that is what's stopping you to do anything. This is a whole topic. I can talk a whole day on that. So if you know what you want and you follow the mental success formula, and if that thought is now in your conscious mind, if you continue to think about it, focus on it, imagine it, and believe that you can get it, and if you start applying emotion, without emotion, emotion is emotion, energy in motion. Without emotion, nothing happens. If you apply emotion after 63 days, if you listen to Dr. Karen Lee, 63 days, that thought will go from the conscious mind to the subconscious mind, where it will start replacing your old paradigm, your old limiting beliefs, your old habit with the new habit, your new limiting beliefs. You knew what you want now. And now you become an unconscious competent, where whatever you do, you'll be doing the right thing. You're always doing the right thing. And this is how you change your goals. This is how you can change any goal or achieve any goal. Now, let me talk about how to build social resilience. Building social resilience, you need to have the right personal attributes. And as I said, these personal attributes are having good attitude, good interpersonal skills, being emotionally stable, having good communication skills, good negotiation skills, good being persistent, consistent, being successful, and being grateful. These are so important. These are so important. It doesn't matter how rich you are. It doesn't matter how smart you are. It doesn't matter who your parents are. If people don't like you, they are not going to listen to you. They are not going to deal with you. They are not going to do anything you say. But if people like you, then they will do everything you do. They will forgive you for anything you do. People need to like you, and they will like you if you have the personal skills. Take, for example, I'm not trying to be to bring politics here, but take, for example, Elon Musk. Elon Musk is, we all know he's so smart, he created so many things, but the way he acts is so disruptive, so unbelievable. It doesn't matter how, I mean, I could tell you the list of things. Making the neural link, working on the computer, on the relationship between the computer and the brain, getting up with the neural link, with the spaceships, with the electric EVs. We all know how smart he is. But because the way he's acting, does any of you want to deal with him? Until he changes, then you build trust. So these social attitude, it doesn't matter if you can do everything in your mind, if you can figure out anything, if you're smart. But if your attitude is not right, attitude is thinking, emotion, action. Thinking is the thought that enters your conscious mind. The conscious mind goes to the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is emotion. So the thought affects your emotion, and emotion gives the directive to the body, and the body, the brain, and the brain to the body, so action. So whatever you think affects your emotion and affects your action. So be careful what you think and how you think, because that is exactly how you show. Now, I wanted, so building, again, mental resilience and social resilience is really unstoppable. Because of time, I wanted to speak about social resilience, and I prepared about 10, 11 slides about social resilience, but I think I'm going to skip them because I see the time, and I will come some other time to speak about all of these social resilience. So what I am going to do is I would like to, because what we talked about today is very important. So I would like to go and talk about some takeaways from today's presentation. And then I'll come back some other time and talk about social resilience, because that topic is very important and it's not fair for it just to go through it. Ladies and gentlemen, can you imagine what you can do and how your life would change when you master your mindset, when you know that you can do anything with clarity, how having a can-do attitude and believing that you can achieve it, then if you know all that, that is your mindset, then you will proceed to the next step, the mental success formula, where you will, with emotional involvement, you'll be able to get and do anything. And if you take that thought in your conscious mind and you know how to use your subconscious mind, if you know how to understand if you understand the subconscious mind, with emotion, you can change your old habit and your limiting belief. You can become unconscious competent. And these three, the right mindset, knowing the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, are the building mental resilience. Let's not forget the social attributes that you need to learn, or we can learn, to build social resilience. And this is how we can build, if we have mental resilience and social resilience, all are within us. These are internal. They're all learnable, and we can become unstoppable. These are the principles that guided me and helped me achieve the highest degree and work at the most prestigious places, at the NIH, Mount Sinai, being a director in the hospital for 30 years, clinical assistant professor of pathology, etc., etc. These are the principles that helped me do. In fact, the reason why I started working on the mental success formula in 1992. I did not work on it so that I can present to you. I did not work on it so I can write a book. I did not work on it so I can help other people. I worked on it because I was doing so many things. I wanted to know how can I be able to do everything? So it is to organize me. And now if it helps me to organize and do what I want, this is why I'm sure it can help a lot of other people. Now, some of you may say, this man is smart. And I agree with you. I sound smart. In fact, I sound very smart. But in reality, I'm not smarter than any of you. How could I be smart since we all have the same brains, same mind, same mental powers and capabilities? Let's say we all have the same car, same engine, same specs. One of us is a new driver, the other one is a little bit more experienced, and the third one is a race driver. Who is going to get the fastest to the destination? Obviously, the person that knows the most about driving. He has the more information and know-how. But in fact, at one time in his life, he did not know how to drive. Then he learned and became an expert. Therefore, you can learn and become an expert. As I said before, Andrew Carnegie, the richest man in the world in 1903, said the Creator has given you control over your mind. You can achieve anything you want. Just take possession of your mind and direct it towards what you want. All you need is to know what you want. Napoleon Hill said, what the mind conceives, the mind believes. Therefore, what you think about comes about. What you think about and focus on comes about. If we all have the same mental powers, then the only difference between each of us, knowing what we want, the type of information that we feed our mind, and knowing how to communicate with our mind to achieve whatever you want. A doctor knows and practices medicine because that is the type of information he put in his mind. The same goes for an engineer, a lawyer, an entrepreneur, a plumber, an electrician. Therefore, what type of information are you putting in your mind? You and I are no different. I did what I did because this is the information I put in my mind. I went to school for it for many years, and that is the experience I acquired after that. What information are you putting in your mind? What type of experience are you acquiring? Again, you and I are no different. What type of information are you putting in your mind? With all due respect, most people don't know what they want with clarity. But never mind the other people. How about you? Do you know what you want with clarity? Do you know how to get there? And most importantly, are you doing the things that will get you there where you want to go? Do you know what you want and how to get there with absolute clarity? What you think is important. What you know is important. Knowing how to do it is important. But the question is, are you doing what you're supposed to be doing in order to get to the destination that you said you wanted? Only action produces results, and only results that count. Otherwise, it is all hallucination, wishful thinking, i.e. BS. Again, only action produces results, and all the results that count. You see, it is really as simple as that. I did what I did, and I reached my destination, not because I'm intelligent, but because I followed a formula, a framework, a process that helped me achieve what I wanted to achieve. At home, when we receive something that I need to put together, like toys for the kids, etc., my wife usually jokes with me and at times and says, well, you're smart. Your head is full of information. You know how to do this. And my usual answer, always, where is the instruction sheet? Where is the user manual so that I will know what to do? Show me the process and I will know it and do it, no question. What is the process? What am I supposed to know and hence do? Again, it is as simple as that. It is not intelligence. It is following a process. In my case, I followed the mental success formula and the total transformation program. What formula do you have? What processes are you following? What processes are you doing? Is it the process that will get you where you want to go? Again, I followed the mental success formula and the total transformation program. What process or plan are you following? The car will not take you where you want to go unless you put the right address of the destination. Otherwise, it will just simply go around and around and around. Are you driving straight to your destination? Or are you just driving around and around and around? Are you being a jack of all trades and a master of none? Instead, you should be a jack of none and a master of one. The one that you need and know with absolute clarity. What are you good at, focus on, and a master of? What is your destination? Do you know with clarity, or you just have an idea? Do you know how to get there? What is the process that you're following? What is your destination? Here I provided you with the process that worked for me. These processes are the mental success formula and the total transformation program, as I mentioned before. These processes are very simple to understand. You just need to know how to do it. The processes that work for me is following the mental success formula and the total transformation program. Don't complicate things. We humans tend to do that. Making a mountain out of a molehill until we found that the mountain is only a figment of our imagination. It is an old habit, an old limiting belief that is stopping you from the success that you deserve and is within your reach. You just need to know what you want with clarity and start the journey. Again, the Chinese proverb goes, the first step in a long journey, the first step in the long journey is the first step, or something like that. As Andrew Carnegie said, know what you want. If you know what you want and follow the proven process, then, as Napoleon Hill said, your mind will achieve what you conceive and believe. And it will replace your old habits and limiting beliefs with what you want now. And you will achieve whatever you want now. In conclusion, are you happy with your life? If yes, then continue doing what you are doing, and God bless. But if you are not happy with your life that you have, and you like and believe that you deserve a better life, or you like to improve it and self-actualize, i.e. be all you can be, then I invite you to contact me at hisandp@yahoo.com so that I will show you first how to have or develop the right mindset, to find out what you really want and with clarity. Develop a can-do attitude and believe that you can achieve whatever you want. Second, you need to learn how to communicate with your conscious mind, i.e. learn the mental success formula so that you will know how to achieve whatever you want. Third, you need to understand the subconscious mind, because this is how we replace old habits and old limiting beliefs with what you want now. That is what's stopping you. Achieve the goals that you want and have a clear roadmap to success. Today, I've just given you the blueprint. But the blueprint alone won't build the house. It's what you do with it that matters. Only action produces results, and only results that count. I've put everything you need in my group coaching sessions and one-to-one group coaching sessions.
Every step,
I will walk you through every step of this process so that you can master it and apply it in your life. I'll be starting these programs very soon, and if you are ready to take this seriously, I invite you to email me at hisandp@yahoo.com so that I can send you the details about this and update about the courses and books I'm writing. Remember, we all have the same mental powers and capabilities. The only difference between a poor man and a rich man, or an ignorant man and a successful man, it is about an amount of information that they put in their mind, and then to learn it and know how to use it, and the initiative to use it and produce results. If you want to achieve what you want, first you need to know what you want. Then you need to acquire the information that will get you there. And third, you need to have the discipline to do what you said you're going to do. I have been doing the above for the last 30 years. The mental success formula and the total transformation worked in every time and in every occasion. So I have the evidence and the proof that it works. Accordingly, I achieved everything I wanted, and I will help you to do the same and achieve whatever you want. My email is hisnb@yahoo.com, and God bless. Thank you for listening, and I'm glad you're still here.
Oh, Dr. Hussein, I see what I missed last Thursday when you did this presentation. Boy, boy, oh boy, am I so happy you'll be coming back. I was taking notes and it got to a point where I just decided instead of making notes, I'll make mental notes. And because you promised you'll be coming back next week, I'll rather wait and absorb everything. And then in the end, I will do the recap and contact you at hisinp@yahoo.com. But before that, let's just continue where you ended. I have a quick question for you regarding when you started, you gave us some statistics. Is it possible to understand from your statistics you had 35% male and 37% women? Is it possible to know why there's this why women are more vulnerable than men? Because the percentages, I was expecting to see the reverse because I thought women are much more calmer and less prone to stress than men are.
That's a very, very good question, and that's a very interesting observation. In fact, I was surprised myself.
Oh.
And it is higher in women with white American men and American women than men, with Black, with Asian, and with Hispanic. In all these groups, the women were higher than men. Now, this is in America. I also looked globally, and globally, it follows the same thing. Now, this is what I learned. On the other hand, this is a personal observation now. I have noticed that women worry more than men. And my wife is the worrier. I don't worry about anything. My wife worries about everything. So this is a personal observation. But the statistics that I quoted, I took it from ChatGPT, the 4.0 plus, the paid version, which is to the current today. So these statistics, and I'm sure ChatGPT, which knows all the internet, is not wrong. But they agree with my observation, just general. But this is true. It is more in women than in men, in all categories.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So hopefully, I know you made a comment about your wife saying you can do everything, and you asked her for the user manual. So she's equally smart to be able to ask you for the user manual. You ask her for the usual user manual. Sorry. For the user manual, that is something that you didn't even think twice to bring that up. So it's not on it's not very often. So I really appreciate this presentation, and I have to first of all thank Dr. Derek for fishing you out and for you accepting to be here on this platform to share with us, because this is knowledge that we are so honored and privileged for you to share with us. I wouldn't go into, I had so many questions, but it will just take us another time for me to be bringing this up, because I would rather pause and pass it over to anyone who has questions for you. And Dr. Benny, Queen Violet's hand is up. please? Thank you so much, Dr. Hussein.
Sure. Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Hussein. We appreciate you coming. We thank you so much. Queen Violet, could you please proceed? Unmute yourself and ask your question.
Okay, am I unmuted now? Yes?
Yes, please. Proceed.
Okay. I just want to know, you say to contact you and you would teach all these things. How much does it cost?
It is not about the money. We can talk about the money, but it's really not about the money. It is not about the money. It is
It is for
helping
me.
other people. Call me and then we can discuss it. It's not about the money for me.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a great evening.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Queen Violet. We appreciate you. Communicate with him pretty soon. Queen Dr. T. Ford, could you please proceed with your question?
Excellent presentation. Thank you so much, Dr. Paul. This is so phenomenal. This is my heartbeat. One of the things that I pride myself on and being on this platform, I am a transformational speaker. But you have brought so much meat to the whole concept, and I am just in awe. You know, it makes me really take a look at where I'm trying to go in my own life, and it just challenges me. You know, so I really do appreciate you, the work that you're doing, and I'm going to really try to make an effort to get the book. You said you have a book on Amazon. Is that the one? Is that the topic that you taught tonight, or is that under another title? The book you have on Amazon.
Yes, the book on Amazon is the Mental Success Formula. It talks about what I talked about today. But after finishing that, now I'm writing the other book, which is using that basis, how to deal with stress, anxiety, and depression. You see, what I talked about today is really very simple. It is information that we all should know. But if we don't read about it, we don't know just because we didn't read about it. But it is all we should know. It is all within us. It is all, more importantly, we can do. You don't need to go and buy something to do it. You don't need to, we all can do it. It's all within us. But once you use I am amazed who made our bodies. I am amazed about how our body, I'm a biochemist. I understand the chemical reactions in our body. And I am totally amazed how the mind works, how our body works. I don't know what type of engineer made our body. It is just unbelievable. But at the same time, most of us are going around like chickens with their heads cut off. If you don't use your mind, it's the same thing as if you don't have it. Am I right? Most of us are just not using. We have look how many people using the computer. And the computers that they are using is so small, so inefficient compared to the super computer that you have in your mind. And it is just amazing. This is why I just like to wake up everybody and tell them, hey, you have all that. Start using it.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Queen Dr. T, for your amazing knowledge, your love.
May I say that, Dr. T, I enjoyed your talk last time.
Okay, you were okay. I didn't know you were even on. Well, thank you so much. That's a compliment coming from you. Thank you.
I attended because I was going to speak today. I just wanted to see you. What is it about? How is it? So I attended and I listened to your talk and I enjoyed it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate you. Thank you.
Oh man, Dr. T. I don't know what else to say. Dr. Paul, you made a statement from Dr. T and said you are amazed of who made our body. As you know, you really know who did. It is our Heavenly Father. He
Yes, I
created
know.
all of us. I know that you know. He created all of us in His image. He loves you so much. And I wish I can even see our Father, right? But they told me that I cannot see Him until I die. Anyway, Queen JW, proceed.
Oh boy. Thank you so much, Queen Dr. Betty, because that show was coming that direction, but I'm glad you cleared that up. Anyway, King Dr. Paul, that was an amazing presentation, and you are so correct. You couldn't have been more correct because everything we already have everything within us, and he is so correct about that. We do. God made us equipped with everything we need already. That amazing engineer equipped up with everything. And you're right. If we don't use it, we lose it. And so we have to, especially the part of being consistent and persistent. And the other one where you said you got to know what you want. That is half the battle right there. Once you know what you want, you're going to go after it. And like he said, we got to clear the path. We got to every day. We got to make sure that we're doing something that lead us into that direction that we so want so badly. But if we sit back and think somebody's gonna do it or something gonna fall out of the sky, then we will be sitting there waiting forever, even till in debt. So thank you so much, Dr. Paul, for enhancing our minds and telling us what we should already know. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, and we look forward to hearing more from you.
Thank you.
Queen JW, thank you so much for your acknowledgement, for your love and support, as well as Queen Dr. T. Thank you for your love and support and your dedication within this company. We appreciate you. Yes. And thank you, Queen Debbie McCormick. We appreciate your love, and you know that King Dr. Derek really miss you. And we're happy that you are back. And King Dr. Paul, I will say extraordinary presentation. You know your stuff. You are very knowledgeable. As you stated that, I mean, God has given us everything. Now it all depends upon us, right? Because we just sit and complain and do nothing. You are right. Jai God.
Yeah.
All right. Queen Violet, proceed.
I need to know how to get hold of you. I didn't write it down at the time. Sorry.
It is HI. You see it? Do you see it?
No.
Okay. It is HISSINP@yahoo.com. And if you have a problem, ask Dr. Derek. He has my email address.
Okay. Thank you very much. You're a darling. But then you probably know that.
Oh, thank you so much, Queen Violet. I noticed that you are really interested, and we appreciate you. I believe that you will get what you want, right?
I need
Thank
all the help I can get.
Thank you so much. Dr. Paul, I mean, you make us to understand that mindset is very, very, very important. It is the same thing that our CEO always stress about, the mindset. Likewise, Dr. Derek, mindset is everything to him. And we really appreciate that your mindset, it is a set of belief that will shape how you make sense of the world and yourself. It influences you how you think, how you feel, and how you behave in any given situation. So a lot of us, as he stated again, that God has given us everything. The computer is there for us to go and do research, but we sit and do nothing and complain. We sit and complain about our CEO. Meanwhile, he's working so hard behind the scene to make sure that you and I start smiling pretty soon. He is working hard, so why not us, right? That's right. So I pray that nobody complains again. Thank you so much, King Dr. Paul. We appreciate your love and support. Thank you so much for coming. The knowledge that you have, we thank you for installing knowledge into us. And we pray that you will come back next week to give us more and more so that we can all learn. Just like Queen Violet is really, really dying to talk to you. Thank you, King Dr. Derek, and welcome. Proceed, please.
All right, wonderful. Thank you very much, First Lady Queen Dr. Benny. Really appreciate, and thank you very much, Queen Debbie McCormick. I really appreciate you gracing us with your lovely, sweet, beautiful presence this Thursday. On this webinar, deep dive. Awesome presentation, Queen Dr. T. Really appreciate that mindset. And oh my goodness, thank you also very much, King Dr. Paul. Really appreciate that. Was an awesome presentation. I tell you, it's really all about the mindset, and it's the mindset in life, because that is why a lot of people commit suicide, because they don't have the right mindset. When you have the right mindset, then it is a positive mindset. It is a successful mindset. It's a mindset that is moving forward. All right. And when you have that type of mindset, then you're not going to think about killing yourself. All right. And so I thank you very much. I greatly appreciate the two presentations today. You might have to consider spending a little more, or sharing a little more than 2 weeks. Just a thought. All right. Thank you very much, King Dr. Paul. Over to you, Queen
Queen
Dr. Benny.
Debbie McCormick, please proceed.
Wow. Where do I start? Start by thanking Dr. Derek for giving us this platform, because the people that really empower us, this is the right place to get them. Thank you, Dr. Derek. So at this stage, I'm going to call on our mindset presenter, Queen JW, to give us her final words. Please, Queen JW.
Yes, thank you so much, Queen Debbie. And thanks again, Dr. Derek and Dr. Paul and the brand ambassadors. Thank you so much. Mine's more, I will like an encouraging and a spiritual reflection to this, to our heart. In addition to the practical health measures, embracing spiritual principles can provide profound encouragement and purpose. Jesus teaches that self-denial and self-sacrifice are integral to a fulfilling life. As stated in Matthew 16:24, then Jesus told his disciples, if anyone will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. So by living to help and bless others, we align ourselves with divine intentions, fostering both spiritual and physical well being. So, moreover, the Bible assures us of the joy that follows perseverance through hardship. Psalms 126, 5 through 6 illustrates this promise. Those who sow in tears their shall reap with shouts of joy. He who goes out weeping, bearing the seed of sowing, shall come home with shouts of joy, bringing his sheaves with him. This passage encourages us to remain steadfast in our efforts, trusting that our dedication will lead us to abundant blessing. So, by integrating these spiritual insights with healthy lifestyle choices, we can cultivate a holistic approach to heart health, enriching both our physical and spiritual lives. So, I thank you so much, Jacqueline Warner, and enjoy the rest of the webinar. Back to you, Queen Debbie.
Thank you, Queen JW. I will say amen to that. Awesome presentation, Queen
Yes,
JW. Thank you. And I'm going to
you're
call
welcome.
on our lovely Dr. Hussein to give us his final thoughts, please.
I'd like you all to know that I'm not gonna tell you what to know. I'm not gonna remind you of what you know, that you have everything. Everything is within you. Now, the mindset is the most important. You need to start with a mindset, a can-do attitude. But having a mindset is not enough. Knowing, thinking about something, having it in your mind is not enough. Knowing how to do it is not enough. You need to do it. Only action produces results, and only results that count. This is why I wrote the mental success formula. So after you have the right mindset, now you start doing it. The mental success formula is just a platform. It's a guide, how you can think about it, focus on it, fall in love with it, get emotionally involved with it, have the mind inspire you to get the right information. With the right information, you can get anything and you can do anything. There is nothing that you cannot do. But then the only thing that is stopping you are the old habits and the limiting beliefs that you learned from your parents, from your friends, from this and that. Wallace Waddell wrote in his book, The Science of Getting Rich, you can do anything, but you need to start doing things in a certain way. I say the mental success formula is that certain way. And Dr. Buckminster Fuller wrote, indeed, you can do anything and you can get anything, but you cannot do it by keep fighting the existing situation. You need to start doing things in a different way, a way which makes the old way obsolete. And this is what I am teaching. Stop doing what you have been doing. Start thinking about what is it that I want? What is my highest value? What is my purpose in life? Forget what I know before. What is it that I want now? Forget what I knew last month, last year, years before. What is it that I want now? Use the mental success formula to achieve what you want now. And if you continue to think about it, if that is the thought in your mind, it takes 63 days. According to Carolyn Leaf, she's a 40 years practicing neuroscientist, and Deepak Chopra, you need 63 days at least. Other people say you need more time, so that the thought will go to the subconscious mind, replace the old habit and old limiting beliefs to the new habit. So you cannot just say, oh, I want to do something, like in a New Year resolution, go for 1 week, 2 weeks, and then forget it. It doesn't work this way. You need to know what you want. You need to believe in what you want. You need to fall in love with what you want. You need to keep doing it and doing it and doing it until the old habit goes away and the new habit becomes what you want now. That is when you become an unconscious competent, where you are on autopilot, always doing the right thing. This is what I'm teaching. This is what I believe. This is what got me into this point in my life. And trust me when I say I am content, satisfied, and happy, because there is nothing, the total transformation program and the mental success formula helps me achieve anything I want. There is nothing that I need, nothing that, no, I don't need anything. I don't need anybody. It helps, it gets me. I am in the fifth category of the hierarchy of needs, self-actualization. Now I am in the transcendence stage where I'm just helping others. It's a beautiful way to be there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hussein. We appreciate those final thoughts very much. Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Benny, we appreciate you. We appreciate the prayers. Appreciate everything that you've been doing and are doing and will continue to do. And I want to thank everyone who signed in today. The regulars, if you're new or you're a repeat person who comes here, we appreciate you. And most especially, I also want to take this opportunity to thank all our YouTube viewers. We thank you for being with us on a regular basis. And on Deep Dive, we are here every Tuesday and Thursday at the same time. And we have a sister platform, Singapore, Malaysia, Global, on Thursday mornings. We also have our Dream Team every Sunday. And all these groups that I just mentioned, Rain or Shine, we are all there. On Mondays as well, we have Mindset Mondays with Queen Miriam Edwards. So if you are unaware, now you are aware. And please always support all our global ambassadors who have YouTube channels. When they request that we should click and notify, like and follow them. When they post anything, you will get it. Please, let's encourage one another to support, including Queen Miriam's on Monday, as well as Dr. Benny, Queen Kanla, and all those who have YouTube channels. Thank you again. At this stage, we'll say thank you to our YouTube viewers, and we look forward to seeing you again next week, Tuesday. And remember, on Thursday, we will be having Dr. Hussein back here. Yes, Dr. Benny, please. You are muted.
Mr. William has his hands up, please. If you
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Queen Theodore.
I'm not queen, I'm king.
Welcome, King Theodore. I remember you.
Okay. I came in a little late and I heard we were talking about the book. Is there any way he could put the name of the book in the chat? So I could...
Sure.
Yeah, you get it in the chat. Okay, so we're just closing the YouTube channel and it will be in the chat, Brother Theodore. Thank you. So we're closing the YouTube channel now and we'll move on. Dr. Derek, if you're ready. And in the meantime, I see that one of our global ambassadors need additional prayers. I know Dr. Benny has been praying for everyone and we're wishing her a speedy recovery. All right.
Thank you very much, Dr. Derek.
Thank you, Brother Theodore. Thank you, Dr. Derek, and thank you once more, Queen Dr. Benny. Okay, Dr. Derek, if you're ready, we can move on to